Bless this broadcast. Bless this place. We come against every form of interference. Devil, we are defeated for ignorance. We take full control and lay it out of this. And we pray everything will go on smooth without any issue. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
We have been prayed for, y'all. We have been prayed for.
You're on live?
Yes, I'm trying to verify that right now. Coach and counselor, make sure that's.
So you hear all this? You can.
Yes,
Is
my
that
lord.
okay?
Yes, my
All
lord.
right. I'm trying to find what you said.
All right.
How do I do this?
So here, here, and all right. All right, people, we're getting ready to go on soon.
I think you could.
See us on Facebook, YouTube. Take this off. Let's see here. I think we're. Okay, we are live. Okay. Yes, we are live on YouTube. All right, great. Let me show you how to do. And check the YouTube page and the Facebook. Yep, we're live on Facebook as well. Okay, cool.
Could you tap? You can tap me in your Facebook.
I don't know how to do that.
Wait, are you live now on it?
Yep.
Oh, so you can probably.
All right, people, start calling your friends and neighbors. We are here, and we want to do our show. Listen, I'm telling myself I was trying to be cool, and I broke my piece. So so our sound just went down. But we broke our piece. So the YouTube won't be as crisp as it was last week. I ordered another one for this week. Okay. Okay. All right, so everything is up and going. Can't hear ourselves. So we can't hear ourselves here. Okay.
I can't hear anything. Are we supposed to hear something else there?
No, I turn your mic down.
Okay.
When the boss is doing editing, he says in your background conversation, which you guys just talking about. It doesn't matter because you'll cut it off anyway.
Right.
I just make sure that I turn that. Or you turn the mic down because they have a conversation you don't want to have. Okay. It's fine. It's not a problem.
Keep the boss happy.
Huh?
Keep the boss happy.
Yeah. You go edit it anyway. So.
Well, that's good.
Thank y'all for joining us. Appreciate it. Oh, we got some people on already. Portia, she's right here. Good morning, Miss Anderson. Good morning, Miss Pitts. Naomi Pitts, good morning to you as well. Spread the word. We're here every Saturday from 8:30. All glory to God, dropping gems about being an individual, a single, and also in relationship. We're starting the show very soon. Get the word out. Yeah, get the word out. Comedy, counseling, and coaching, all in 30 minutes. Don't forget meditation too as well. All right.
conversations, relationship talks, comedy, principle, and meditation.
That's the coach and the counselor. Every Saturday morning, 8 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Radio 1400.
Welcome back to another segment of The Coach.
And the counselor.
Today is a special segment today.
Yes, it is.
We are celebrating.
Yes, our anniversary. It's your anniversary.
It's
your
your anniversary.
I didn't say it too.
So how are you?
I am doing wonderfully blessed, honored, privileged to be with such a special woman in my life, who's also this coach, Portia.
Thank you. And I'm very, very highly favored, as you would say,
Lord have mercy.
to be with such a great man, the counselor.
Yes.
So today is just basically a celebration.
Celebration, yes. Some people don't know how to celebrate and be happy about things, and not to say everything, no relationship is perfect, but I tell you people, the second round was so much better than the first round.
Well, good for you. So this today is basically a conversation between husband and wife.
Yes,
And
I got license on you. You were so fine, I had to get license.
you had to get a license.
I had to get license.
How much did that license cost?
Oh, yeah. I don't care how much the license
The
cost.
wife is only $20
I
this year.
don't care how much the license cost. It was like Jacob going for Rachel. I gotta get this. I had to get you, girl. Yeah, I get you.
Wow. So let's talk a little bit about some things that I'd like to talk about what we've done in just 2 years.
Yes, God has blessed us in 2 years. We have had created a Bridgeport office in 2 locations. We were at downtown near Bridgeport. See, this is what the wife does. We go right on radio from everybody. It takes the sleep out of my eye. That's my wife. And so now we're in the Lafayette building in Bridgeport. We have a radio program now that you're listening to right now on Radio 1400. Lord has blessed you as well in reference to coaching, meditation. Also, we're in West Hartford now, so now we have 6 locations altogether, all glory to God. And it's all because I believe in working together. Because when couples work together, it's not just in the bedroom. Oh, I love working with my wife in the bedroom. I love it in the bedroom. However, it's being consistent and being systematic and doing outside the bedroom as well.
Yes. So as well for me, what else did we do? We talked.
Went on vacation.
Oh yeah,
A
we
lot of
went
vacation.
on vacation. We've also what else did we do?
Yeah, went to Mexico twice. And the last time I went, my body didn't agree with Mexico. Listen, I got negative people from Mexico. Oh, but they jacked me up last time I was in Mexico. We were tag team in the bathroom. That's how bad it was in Mexico.
So, and then I also went to Jamaica. We went to Mexico like 3 times already.
2 or 3 times in Jamaica
Mm-hmm.
by yourself. It was good
With the
though.
ladies.
It was
To do
ladies.
some unburdening.
That's right, you did an excellent job with that.
Yes, thanks to some of our wonderful friends that put that together.
Mhm.
That was beautiful.
Yes.
And then, the radio podcast.
Mhm.
We recently went mini viral together.
Oh, yes, talk about that.
Right?
Tell me about that. I'll talk about that, of course, Walter.
So we recently had a mini viral, if some of you have not seen it, some 20-something thousand views at a football game, doing what both of us love best.
Love football.
We both love football, and of course they caught me going crazy,
That's my bad.
chanting and ranting for my son's brother, who's hopefully going to make that Giants team. So,
He's trying to get to 53. New York Giants.
yes, that 5-3 is everything for them right now. So
Mhm.
I try to make that, and I'm looking forward to going to the next preseason game tomorrow, screaming and ranting,
Yeah.
and that's going to be great.
Yeah, it's very important, Coach Portia, that with couples, she's texting me, Lord, she's texting me, Lord, bless her. It's very important that you laugh together. See, the problem with a lot of couples, they just argue together, and that's all they do. They argue versus let's have fun, let's enjoy the moment. That's something my wife really taught me. Enjoy the moment. That's something I did not do in my first marriage. I didn't know how to enjoy something and just relish in it. And so, how did you come up with that concept anyway of enjoy the moment? Because I didn't learn that until I got with you.
So meditation for me is everything. And with meditation, it's a lot about just being present in the moment, being
Sure.
present, just enjoying that moment, inhaling, receiving the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, the just receiving all that's there in the moment is
Right.
is just amazing. So yeah, live in the moment. A lot of us, we fail to do that. We live in the moments of our children. We live in the moments of our pets. We live in the moments of everything else around us. We live in the moments of work. More than 8 hours a day, 7 days a week sometimes, many of us. But to live in the moment, being present just with the self, is vital, because if you're not doing that, it's you lose time. You lose time. So yeah, being present with, first of all, the individuals, ourselves, and then being present with one another is one vital thing that I always.
So I'm asking questions. They look like this. Why is it important to have that sometimes that private time by yourself? Why is that important individually and those who are in a relationship? Why is that important to have that quiet time where you just get along by yourself and just kind of woosah?
Sure. So basically having that refresher for self, that refresher for just obtaining that moment for you. That's just vital. We're often not taught that. Older siblings are taught to live lives for the next person. My son said it best when he was coming out of college. He said, Mom, I've lived life for you and Dad. I've lived life for, being an older sibling to my siblings. I lived life for football, both Fairfield Prep and Fordham University, just being on the time clock. When we got out of college, he was like, Mom, I now have to live life for me. And I was like, yes, that's what I taught you. Like, yes, live life for you. And trust me, he's done that. And that for me was a reminder as well to live in that moment for me, not just as Mom, but as Portia, as who I am. I remember one day at Fairfield Prep game, and one of the teachers, actually, she was an admin, and she came to me and she said, you're always here at these games, you're always here screaming and ranting. Trust me, guys, what you guys seen at the Giants game, that's nothing. Because when it comes to my Fairfield Prep family and my Fordham family, I'm going even that much harder. So, so that game face that you go cray-cray, I am a little bit cray-cray when it comes to sports, and especially when it comes to someone that I know that's playing on the team, let alone a host of a team.
Right.
So she told me, my son was like in 10th grade, and she was like, last year you were at every game, whether your son played or not. This year you're here again. She goes, you need to get a life. You need to have something else to do. And I'm like, what? She's like, your son is graduating in 2 years. This is your only child.
That's good.
She's like, you need to find something else to do, or else you're going to be lost.
And that's what a lot of people don't do. They plug into everybody but themselves.
And for me, that was a reminder, going back to your question of just having that time, that space for me. During that time, that was definitely a time and space for me. 2015, there was a big fire. 2016, losing everything, entertaining now in the new place. 2017 was a year that I said no to everything. And it was the year that later, 9 months later, I met you.
She met me, y'all. Just, well, that was nothing the same. Yeah.
And I met you, and we were not even friends. We were coworkers.
We were co-workers, work for the same company, and that's another good point about relationship is that it's good to be friends. I mean, yes, you have a role of husband and wife, but it's being a friend. In other words, something that I can share with you. I knew you were the one when I took you out to the movie. Ladies, make sure the guy takes you out, okay? If you pay for all the meals, he takes you to McDonald's, won't tell you to do the dollar menu, that's a bad sign. Anyway, so, that's what I mean. So we went to a movie theater, and everyone had left the movie theater, and you and I were there alone, and I was bawling. I was crying like crazy, and you were there. And that right there, this is the girl I have to have in my life. Because we are, and we're still friends today. We can talk about anything to each other, talk about our ups and our downs, our tragedies. I can talk about my fantasy with my wife. That's good too. I mean, you talk about your fantasies with your wife. It's good. Sometimes you make some come true as well. Anyway, all right. So those are all important things that needs to be done in a relationship. And so also now, Coach Porter talked about this. Why is it important to date and to vet the person that you want to be with? Why is that important?
That was, for me, it was important because I've been there and done it already 2 times. So I've come to a point in my life where I was like, you know what, I'm going to be 50 soon. My son's graduated college, or graduating that year. There was so much going on for me. I was ready to travel with my girlfriends again, not necessarily, but ready to travel and be with my friends and be with family. I had already accepted, you know what, 2 times, I'm done with marriage. All this is good. It's just me. It's just about me. So now going forward, I was a little bit wiser. I knew myself a whole lot more and what I wasn't going to take and do.
You knew yourself.
I knew myself.
Very
I knew
important.
myself, which
Very
was
important.
very important for me. And I knew what I wasn't going to do. So that, for me, I think I remember vetting with you, like we had the same common ground. If you steal my piece, you got to go.
Boo boo, you gotta go.
As a friend, as a as a coworker, as a friend, like. So let's give some background into my co-working. So a lot of people knew that I coach. So my desk will be backed up.
Yes.
My desk will be backed up with people, you guys, at my desk. Just
5 deep.
Yeah, like
5
5 or
deep.
6 deep, and they're like, no, we need to talk to her. We need to talk to her now. So all my friends,
You could wait
white,
line.
Spanish, like,
Halfway line.
and mostly men. They were mostly men. So so he'd be like, come by because I think you came to that building.
Mm-hmm.
You came to that building that year,
Right.
and that's how I like got connected with you.
Mm-hmm.
And
5 deep. I had to wait in line.
and they'd be like, "Who's this guy?
Hey, who's this guy? Listen, I had to take a number. I had to take a number and wait for the next sign.
So that was fun. So
Right.
do you want to finish this conversation when we come back from the commercial?
Okay, we can do that. People will be back after this. We don't mind me switching on you.
There's this light behind me that I'm trying to.
All right. Pastor Johnson, could you turn the lights up when you're done?
When you're done. Just when you're done.
Yeah. Both of them.
I don't know. One's off. If you turn it. Just see what I'm seeing in me? See what I'm seeing?
Thanks, Pastor.
Thank you. That's great.
That's good. Thank you, Pastor.
Do it.
Welcome back
Yes. Welcome back.
to the coach. Yeah, we just switched up. Usually she drives the conversation today, but I decided to drive the conversation today because it's our anniversary. So I'm a little happy today.
Yes, guys, we're celebrating. So you guys get your water, coffee, tea, beer, wine, and or spirits. You know how the sit, sip, and chat girl does it.
That's my wife.
You know how the sit, sip, and chat girl does it. You're gonna be toasted up to us after this.
Yeah, it was, I was at a very bad place when you met me. It was not a good look at all. And God used this woman to rescue me and to minister to me. I was living in the church at the time, and then as we got to know each other and become intertwined, even my son, for a while, had to bump in the house as well. So, I wasn't living there, people, so don't start no movement. I wasn't living there. My son, he was living in the church too as well because I went through my divorce. So again, to me, another important point of vetting is that when you're at your lowest, how does the other person respond to you?
Yeah. When I met you, you were at a very low place. And
Very.
I remember us being at a movie theater, like you said, and you just wanted to just hang out,
Right.
can we just hang out? I just need someone to talk to, basically. And one of your ways to just being yourself was to do a movie. So we did a movie.
Right.
And after the movie, like you said, but days after that, just sort of watching you and just sort of looking from a coach's eye and looking into parts, you had the most amazing parts that I really adored. Like, even though you were going through this, like, for you was probably one of the most horrible times, which, as many of us know, to break up or to go through something like that is more than a death experience. And I say more than because the person's still here. The person is still alive. You still have to deal with the person. With death, there's that closure. There's that casket closure. There's that burial closure. But with someone you've been with for a long time or for a short time, that time it's a death-like experience. And when I say that, I've been through that twice, so I can speak a little bit about it.
It was tough because I got served for divorce in December. The same month and year that my mother died, and I did her funeral. So it was a very tough year. I didn't let the church know I was living in the church. So it was living in the church for a year and a half, my mother dying, doing her funeral, and being served with divorce.
Like all in like a week or 2 times.
All in this time. And it was very powerful that God was in my life, of course, and God sent me a helpmeet, which is what a wife is, a helpmeet. And I know without a surety, if God and this loving woman in my life, I would commit suicide. I know that God shot her down. Oh, preacher? You don't know what preachers go through. We go through a lot. So you came to my rescue, and I'm just so glad for you.
Again, I appreciate you, and again, back to vetting.
Yes.
I just saw you at a very low point, and you were just still this amazing person. You were still helping others. You were still just speaking positive words. You were just very humble and just very. You were just an amazing person. You really were, and I was like, wow, this doesn't seem like one of these preachers out here, because I wasn't trying to do that.
No, you definitely didn't say that you didn't want a church boy, but thank God I am more than a church boy. Thank you, Jesus. Anyway, I'll keep that nice. But I remember the day I got divorced. It's the same day I did a wedding. Myra and David, and so it was like, even though I was in a bad place, I still had to give out good. And that's something that's very important in a relationship, is that when you're in a bad place, can you give yourself and your spouse or significant other something good, something that they can hold on, and because of that, I believe that's why God blessed me with such people. This is not a game. This is real. This one is definitely a real that was missing in my side.
So I want to mention that that wedding that you had, and then I think it was a few days later you asked me to be your girlfriend.
That's right. After I got divorced, people.
So we were not
dating.
We were not like dating.
Right.
We were not dating like that when we were.
Right.
But you asked me to be your girlfriend.
I'll tell you.
And I was like, no. So I was like, no. And then I saw his face, and I was like, of course, I'll be your girlfriend. Like,
She got
Never-
jokes. She
never
got
knowing
jokes.
where it was gonna go, but
Yes.
it was one of the most amazing times for you to ask me that in my life. It was very beautiful, and from there it just like we began to blossom into
Yeah.
like this amazing relationship. So what made you ask me? And I know we talked about checkout before.
Sure.
But what made you ask me like
You
a
are.
week or two after your
Well,
divorce?
again, I can't be a pastor and not do things correctly. There are a lot of pastors out there who want to play the field or date within their congregation. Who would want to play that? We're not doing that.
No boo-boo.
No Google fool here because that's going to cause a whole lot of travesty within your congregation. So I didn't do that. And we're just seeing how genuine you are. And this is against the norm. A pastor should have a church, a woman that's in the church. Nah.
Okay, so the coach ain't trying to do that.
The
So
coach ain't
one
doing
thing
that.
about the coaches is she is not going to live under no one else's agenda or timeline or what they think she should do.
Yeah,
I'm known as the rebel. I'm known as
she is
things.
she is my wife and not the first lady. That's a
Yeah.
big difference because so many women out there want to be the first lady and not be the wife. She is my wife, and whatever I need, she's there. I mean, even this week, this is kind of TMI, but the church is going through some financial issues, and my wife saw that, and I talked to her about it, and she even gave me a sizable donation to help pay the utilities of the church. So, again, it's about being in union, and I do the same thing for her, because again, of course, Portia, you know my favorite word in a relationship is connection.
Mhm.
When you don't have constant connection, she knows that I can't reach her, I bug. I bug out. I bug out. I bug
Turn
out.
into Jerome.
I get the next time you go. You don't want to ever know me, Jerome. I'm telling you, Jerome ain't saved. He ain't filled with the Holy Ghost either. All right. But connection is everything. So when I started dating you and being a church boy, what was in your head about dating a church boy and being on to marry a church boy?
Well, first of all, I was like, well, I didn't see you as that. I saw you as a good, a hard worker, a co-worker. So our motto where we work is like a lot of respect, a lot of, like everybody loves each other. Like we genuinely do. And there's just was a different dynamic. I never saw you as church boy. I knew you as like the radio guy because I would hear you. I would hear you on the radio from one of the girls that I used to travel with. She always said, "No, we gotta listen to this on the way up," and so it would always be on the drive time. So I'm like, "Who's this guy? This pastor is full of what? Like, what's he talking about? You know, whatever." I didn't know that we worked for the same company all those years, and didn't know that you were just such an amazing, genuine man. Like your card says that Mom got you. He's one good man. You are one good man, and it was just fascinating to know you, and then to know you as pastor. I'm like, I'd gone to that church I think once.
You did one time.
I'd gone to that church once, and I was so peed off that you touched me with oil. I'm like, he didn't ask me, could he put some cross on my head? Like, what is he? Because I was like, kind of bowed down in prayer, believe in worship a lot,
Right.
and I was just in my own. And
I didn't know at the time. I
felt
didn't know
this
who you
like-
were. Yeah.
Yeah, this was like a long time
Yeah, a
ago.
long time. I didn't know
Me,
you.
me and the young lady had gone there, and I was like, what is this guy touching me on my head? You always ask Portia if she wants to be touched by some anointing oil. Like, I don't believe in all that. So it was good. So we have a comment from the live audience that says,
We have a lot of comments here too as well.
I
Wow.
think I lost it. Oh, here it is. It says, cultivated friendship and relationship is vital.
It is.
This is getting me through my drive time to work this
Oh, praise
AM.
God.
Love you
Praise
folks.
God.
Great nuggets this morning. Thank you so much.
Yes, it is very important that people invest. Investing is very important to me. As I told you, yes, God bless us to go viral, over 20,000 views. But what is
For
it
screaming at
for
a
screaming at the
football game
Yeah,
was
yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
but whatever.
But what is it if I don't have you? I mean, I only have two connections, Pastor Johnson. My first connection is God, no doubt about it. My second connection is my wife. Everything else is just extra. And when you lose that connection, and yes, I know we want the cars, I know we want the fame, I know we want the money, I know we want the bag, but what is it if you have someone to share it with?
Exactly.
My time is going fast, so I'm going to say, as you guys normally say, it's time to breathe.
So what are we gonna breathe about, like just for ourselves, because this is more just a celebration. Let's just go into like a few deep breaths,
Okay?
and we're gonna do that with one another as we hold
She's
hands.
so fine, man. I know she looks on camera, but up front, those eyes of hers,
Oh, thank you.
beautiful.
You're sweet. So we're just gonna take a few deep breaths in and out. And as we approach our upcoming anniversary of just 2 years, we're very new at this. Yet we have many years in relationship with many. But just for ourselves, I'd like to just sort of release, just unburden the many words of others, the many detached words from others that may have been placed on us that are not real, that are not true, that are not our own, and just to continue to invite more celebration in this moment. As we breathe in, is there anything you want to unburden from the past 2 years that we've
No, sweetheart, you have, along the way, it's kind of like the 10 lepers, as they went, they were healed. And as I start this journey with you, God is healing and putting things back in place again. And I thank God for it.
So what else would you like to invite besides the celebration?
We have to wrap up. Pastor Johnson tells us to wrap up, don't kick us off the church.
Come on, what is one more thing you want to invite?
Invite more love. More.
So those are the two things we're inviting: more celebration
Yes.
and more love. And with that, we're gonna take a deep breath in. Hold it in, and we're gonna exhale out. And we're gonna look forward to the next year.
Next year, we have some plans to go. Next week, we'll introduce our brand new website. We'll introduce that next week as well together. So thank you, people, for joining us. Again, you can hear us here every Saturday, 8:30 Eastern Time, and be a part of it. And again, if you want to see us individually or collectively, you can DM us or on our Facebook or as well as on Coaching and Counseling.
One love, that wraps us up.
One love. Peace. All right, people, we got a lot of comments on Facebook here. Let me go over here. Deaconess Barbara, God bless you. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Deaconess Barbara. Wendy Aubrey, thank you very much. Wendy Aubrey, good to see you. These people from my old church. In Waterbury, great people. Naomi Pitts, thank you very much for a happy anniversary. Anderson, God, thank you for your kind words. Thank you all for joining us. And it's what we do every single Saturday from 8 to 8:30. It's my lovely wife there wearing the one
Thank
piece.
you guys.
Fine.
Thank you guys for
Thank you,
joining.
Jesus.
I don't know what happened. I got out of that live. It just
Oh, you did?
started disconnecting.
Oh, wow.
And then it had like finish instead of resume on there. So that's it, guys. This wraps us up. Happy celebration to us.
Happy celebrate.
And happy celebration. Thank you guys for logging in and watching as well. And thank many of you for being such a great part of us.
Yes.
Pastor, you want to say anything?
Good show.
I
Good show.
love this guy.
All right, people, we're kicking off. See you guys. And again, next week, we'll introduce our brand new website that you can get both of us or together at one time. So we'll do that next week as well. God bless you guys. Peace.